Yo, what's up, guys? How you guys doing? Today, what? I was just in the shower and I was just like, you know what? I want to make a video today. So that's what we're doing. Yeah. What I want to talk about is trying to find your spot. So I got through my first year of college. So congrats to me with that. A lot of people, just give up, and I know I wanted to do that a whole lot, but I didn't, and I'm happy that I didn't just give up and not do the work. That I actually continued. But going into this next semester, God willing, I'm gonna give it my all, and I'm not just saying it because before I would just talk, 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 but I actually mean it this time. But finding your spot, just to give some context, in high school, I was very known by a lot of people. I meant different things to different types of people in high school, and my name is pretty established, if that makes sense. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but I think it's like more so, everybody knew me. Everybody what Whether it was basketball or me just being me or me just being creative or whatnot. I had a series called Limited Time with the Homie, so shout out that. But like I had a name there, and uh that summer, right after I graduated, that summer, it was very, very weird for me. And I think even the whole school year was weird for me because it was the first time that I had been in a space for, it's been a year now, but it's the first time that I've been in a space where I wasn't paid attention to. And I feel like that just goes for life. You're going to be constantly finding yourself trying to figure out where you fit. But I know who I am. I know my persona. I know my characteristic. So I don't know if you care, my mom, but I'm gonna close the door. Gonna close the door. Oh, I forgot I was still recording. But it's been really tricky. Yesterday I actually went to my friend's event, Brokeland. The group is named Brokeland. His name is Brad, and he has his one of his good friends who's also in the group called Black Christ. No comment with that name, but well, I went there by myself. Really hot day yesterday, by the way. I went there and I was just sitting there, and they were performing. They performed right after this first, I would say classical jazz band, if that makes sense. They're pretty young, but they're really good, really, really good. I'm gonna listen to their album when it comes out, probably if it's out, or like whatever artist is that I listen to. I'm gonna probably put it in the bio. But it was something. It's the first like event or concert that I went to by myself, and I was just sitting there and I was just observing everybody, and everybody had their group, everybody had their person, if that makes sense. Like every not no no, no, let me not say person. Person's a little bit too specific because I got my person, but nah, like more so like they had their circle, and it kind of looked unbreakable, and obviously everything is flawed, but like just being able to sit there and look at what it is they were presenting, it was just like a wow, like you guys really know yourselves individually and you guys know yourselves as a unit. And I think something that I've struggled for a while is really finding my people. Whether it be elementary school or middle school and now high school, which is crazy to say. Glory be to God that I've made it this far. Of course, I've built bonds that'll last a lifetime. I've had friendships and here and there that I still value now, but I think at the end of the day, when I sit with myself, I just know that there's something missing. And I have God in my life, so it's not like I'm lost, but I think it's more so like I want to find my people, people that get me, not just people to tolerate. And I feel like it's happening little by little now. I don't have anything like crazy right now. I don't really have like a go to friend group or go to solid people. It's only a few people right now, maybe two, three. Oh my god, mommy, I'll do it after, okay? Nah, but I was I love that lady. I've struggled to always in the back of my mind, even when I would hang out with people and hang out with groups of people, like, and just bond and, chill and have fun and enjoy like moments, whatnot, like, like I would still have those moments where I'm just like, yo, like I'm having a good time with them, but it just still feels like this is not where I'm supposed to be. And I don't know if I don't know. I mean, I'm sure I'm not the only one that because even saying like, oh shoot, I don't know if anybody's ever. Of course, people have felt like that. But I just, given what I am to people, and I don't say that with any pride or any ego, but given what I am to people and what people know me as, and what I even know myself to be, I just know that I haven't really found my solid group of people yet. Of course, I have like friends here and there. I'm gonna be very careful when it comes to using the word friend or even the label, because not everybody is your friend, and that's something that I'm also keeping in mind. But to get back to the whole like finding my spot, I think I've in my life personally, I'm trying to figure out where I fit. Most of my life, I would say most of my mature, like fully aware self, which I've always tried to help people find where they fit. And I'm very grateful that I was that person, but now I'm in this place where I want to be helped with how to find what it is I'm looking for, because I feel like I've been that for people. Obviously, like whether big or small, I've made some type of impact in that way in somebody's life. So I think something that I've really just been trying to master or figure out or really just come to a full like realization, or just like really just summing things up for myself and just being like, oh shoot, this is what it is. That's what I'm looking forward to in this chapter of my life that I'm in right now, and I don't want to compromise myself. I don't want to become less of myself. I don't want to lower my standards in any way. With that, it comes with knowing your self worth and knowing your value and knowing what you mean to people. And, but most importantly, like how God sees me and what God knows me as, and not to say I have like a group of people that don't value me or not worth my time or stuff like that, but I think it's just more so realizing knowing what's the best situation for you. It's funny, I'm selfish, but then I'm selfless. But those two are in the wrong way. The way I go about my selflessness, the way I should be going about my selfishness, and the way I go about my selfishness, the way I should be going about my selflessness. If that makes sense. I don't want to get too deep into that. I'll probably say that in the next video or something like that. But it's always been a struggle for me, because I was even telling someone the other day that I think I'm starting to realize how good I am with people, but then I'm also starting to realize how bad I am with people, because even me not necessarily finding a group or what it is I'm looking for has to come from me not speaking to people, or has to come with me being self isolated, or it has to be with me not going out to places and networking and whatnot, because, I've been a creative for, I would say, a good amount of time now. And you would think that when you reach this amount of years, you would have things like figured out, or like you at least have a blueprint. And when it comes to me being creative, I've only ever done it by myself. I've never actually done it with other people. I've attempted, but I've never really gotten past that. Attempted. So it's something that I'm really starting to prioritize. And I mean, this all comes from really just knowing yourself and knowing what you want for yourself, and really knowing what it takes for you to get to that point. Because I mean, if I didn't know it before, which I did, but you can't do life by yourself at all. From a young age, even now, realizing how my brain worked back then, or remembering how it worked back then and how it functioned, it was like I saw everybody getting it on the fly. And so because I was like, oh shoot, like they're getting it so easy, so I should do the same thing. Whenever I try to do that for myself, it never worked. Like it never worked. Like I tried to go about things the way other kids or the way my peers at the time were doing it. And when I would do it for myself, it didn't work. And the thing is, it's just because that worked for them. Everybody, like, especially like in your adolescence, like when you're a little kid, like everybody's brain doesn't function or move as fast as the next person. It doesn't. And obviously, I'm aware of that now, and I realize how okay that is, because it's like, just because I was like that then didn't mean that I was going to be like that up until now. As you get older, if you get into the process, you're going to understand things more better, when they're explained to you, but from that age on till now, like I struggled opening up to people. I struggled opening up about what I deal with, and that I could talk about that in the next video, but just to like sum that up and really bring that back to the whole point of just really stepping out and just making yourself available to people, and even attempting just to see where you fit, because sometimes you're not always going to get it right the first time. Sometimes you need to go through bad. I mean, you don't have to. Realistically, it should only take you one time for you to really master and just no. Let me not limit it, but it should take you. It shouldn't take you more than like, and I mean, for me, I would say like maybe three um groups or just areas where you're just like, you know what, that's what I want, and I don't want that, or this is what I want, I don't want that. But that isn't what I want. But I think I want that. So like being able to just differentiate and just know what's good and what's bad, and then you take that for yourself. But it's something that even, with this, just doing little things that are gonna push me to step out and really just seek out help, whether it be with just myself or whether it be with my work, which is my creative stuff or my brand or just my videos editing, or just shooting stuff or trying to come up with concepts of stuff, like yeah, like I don't, because even all the greats and all these people that I look up to or that I'm inspired by, like they didn't do it by themselves. They would be. I mean, I feel like they would be doing themselves a disservice if they would be doing us a disservice if they were to tell us that they did it all by themselves, because they didn't. That's not how it works, and so it's something. Look, I know I'm capable. People have told me this, and people tell everybody that. But whether I'm speaking about me or whether I'm speaking about you, if you're in my spot right now, we are capable of being great. We are capable of doing great things. You have to be willing to do the things that are uncomfortable to reach new heights. And when I say uncomfortable, doing things uncomfortable that don't require you to compromise yourselves, because I feel like a lot of people get that twisted. Nobody's saying you have to compromise yourself. If there's ever a situation where you feel uncomfortable to the point where it's making you be like someone at your core, at your root, that you're not, then don't do it. Like it's really that simple. And I feel like, I mean, for me, I know that I don't have to, if something's forcing me to be somebody that I'm not for the worst, then I don't need to do it. I'd rather sit there and struggle as opposed to compromising myself as a person, or compromising myself as a man of God, or compromising myself as a friend, or just as an individual in person or overall in general in general, but yeah. So I mean, just to end off this video, uh finding your spot but without compromise. I don't ever want to be put in a position where I'm compromising myself, as a man, as a person, as a partner, as a friend, as a son, co-work, whatever, because in each and every space that I step into, I want to be myself. Also like be open to like new people, being open to new experiences, be open to everything, because in life, like if you don't open up to people, you're not gonna grow. And I think, I'm not an introvert. I feel like I have my introverted moments, but I get like the comfortability of not wanting to open up or not wanting to share too much with people, because it's just like, but sadly, majority of life, like 80% of it is you really stepping out, meeting new people, which is not a struggle for me at all. But I think, given how specific I can be when it comes to certain things, because I'm a perfectionist. I like things a certain way. And shoot, you watching this video may be a perfectionist too, so we're in the same boat. But I'll probably title the video that. But I don't know how long this video is. I feel like I did a really good job explaining myself, so I can't wait to edit this. But thank you for watching this video. Again, my name is Kofi. I like to watch Invincible. I like to listen to Daniel Caesar. And my favorite book is the Bible, but I haven't read it in a minute, so bear with me.